That's weird. I rarely, if ever, get requests. I wonder what these could be for. Oh. Oh no! No! I hope Nick agrees.
Ringtone, pick up the phone. Ringtone, pick up your phone.
Hey Theo, what's up?
A what went wrong with video.
For what Toku?
Power Rangers Super Megaforce.
No, that has got to be the dumbest thing I have ever done.
Really? Wasn't the first movie you and the other critics did on Super Critic Tyson that being Nin Boys versus Nin Girls?
Fine, let's just get this over with. Let's just do our normal intros.
What is going on, guys? Theodore Hodel here again.
Hey everyone, Nick here, and it looks like you all wanted it. And by you all, I mean mainly Theo's Fringe, which reminds me, why do they want you to do this?
Some of my friends like seeing me in pain.
Let's just get this over with.
Got it. Though most, if not all, of the Power Rangers fandom hates Super Mega Force, or as I like to call it, Power Rangers Super Mega Letdown and or Power Rangers Super Mega Piece of Crap, there are some good parts to this season. The characters, for the most part, are really awesome, even if most of them are literal copies from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. My favorite by far is Orion, also known as Super Mega Force Silver / Super Mega Force Gold.
What?
His battleizer. Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't just called Gold Mode like its Sentai counterpart.
Some of the writing is okay for the most part. The only good writing is seen in the episodes Samurai Surprise and Spirit of the Tiger. You know what those two have in common? They both feature past Rangers, those being Jaden Shiba, aka the Red Samurai Ranger, and Casey Rhodes, the Red Jungle Fury Ranger, the latter of which only happened because Casey's actor Jason Smith is one of the writers of the series, but that's beside the point. There was also some decent writing in Alliance and in The Driver's Seat, where the team goes to places from previous Ranger series and tracks down a Zord from that series. I really wanted there to be more tribute episodes like that, where the Rangers visit the worlds from previous Rangers, searching for something from that PR series.
The Zords also have pretty cool designs, especially the legendary Zords, because they look really close to a Zord from the season they're representing. Though that could just be us. What? That's just me?
Anyway, I like the fact that the team could morph into previous Ranger teams. That was the best thing about Gokaiger, and I'm glad that we get to see it done in Power Rangers. Even if we saw more tribute morphs to non-existent Power Rangers teams than actual Power Rangers teams. Anyway, that's about it.
Did we mention the season is really bad?
Alright, now let's tear this piece of crap into pieces.
What the hell was that? That was freaking creepy.
Sorry about that. Anyway, let's get started.
First problem being Gosei. The problem with Gosei is that he just gives the Rangers power-ups. Literally. Also, if Gosei had the powers of Super Mega Force, why not give them to the Rangers in the first place? And you can't say he just created these powers. He said, and I quote, "The figures that line this hall hold the power of the past Rangers," or something like that.
Next is the writing. There are a lot of problems with the writing. Being a writer, I get that there will be a few details that don't make any sense, but in just one episode, there are so many things that don't make sense. For example, I will be referring to the first episode of Super Megaforce. Oh, what's it called again? Oh yeah, Super Megaforce. Were the writers of this series seriously that lazy?
Another problem is the logic. In the aforementioned first episode, Troy states that staying in legendary mode is really difficult, but in the extended version of the legendary battle, all of the Rangers go legendary mode so much that it should kill them. Though they may have just mastered those forms. Also Also, in the episode The Driver's Seat, the Rangers travel to Corinth. There are several problems with that. In RPM, Corinth looks like a post apocalyptic wasteland. But in this episode, it looks like a racetrack. Furthermore, in the team up quote unquote episode, because let's be real, it's more of a short movie, Clash of the Red Rangers, Scott Truman, otherwise known as Ranger Operator Series Red, states that the reason he doesn't take off his helmet is because he doesn't know if he can breathe the air. But in this episode, the Rangers are completely helmetless. What the hell?
Another big problem is that there's no explanations for anything. Why does Jake go from black to green? An error in the morphing grid? Does Gosei think he's more suited to wear green than black? Did Gosei run out of black markers? Give me something! Why are there Megaforce keys? Are these Rangers so powerful they can transform into themselves? How come sometimes they have to go to Megaforce before they go Super, while other times they could just go straight to Super? And most irritating of all, the non-Power Rangers teams. Why were they even in the series at all? Couldn't they have just edited them out and replaced them with actual Power Rangers teams like the Red Operation Overdrive Ranger in the first episode?
I don't know, Nick. Another thing that was wrong was Orion. He was the only interesting character in Super Megaforce, and yet he was rarely used. His character was pathetically wasted. After such a dramatic backstory involving him finding the Silver Ranger Morpher and the Silver Ranger Key, his home planet being invaded by the Armada, him being the last of his kind, training and day in and day out, going Dennis the Menace on an Armada ship and escaping to Earth to get revenge on the Armada, he rarely gets used. And he departed. And when he departed, you felt no sorrow for the guy because you rarely got to know him.
The villains are honestly just stupid. Granted, the villains of regular Megaforce are stupid too, but those villains are really forgettable. The only villains that are forgivable are Vrock and Emperor Mavro. Vrock was a very manipulative and intimidating second in command, while Emperor Mavro is one of those villains you do not mess around with.
Everybody else couldn't intimidate a kindergartner. Prince Vakar is whiny and never took himself seriously for a prince of a giant space armada. Damraz apparently was the greatest warrior in the universe, even though we never got to see him that much. Argus didn't really do anything aside from protecting the prince, and Lavira was just a woman.
But the biggest thing Super Megaforce got wrong is that it doesn't treat itself like an anniversary series. It just pretends like it does. The best example of this is the Legendary Battle. This was the final episode of Super Megaforce and was supposed to be an epic tribute to commemorate 20 years of the franchise, with every Ranger all in one place ready for a legendary battle to take down what's left of the Armada. If that sounds like the greatest thing to happen in Power Rangers in the history of the franchise, prepare to be sadly disappointed. The battle itself is less than 2 minutes, and the only dialogue we get is stupid lines from the Megaforce team. Come on, guys, let the other Rangers get at least a word out. If you want to see a Power Rangers anniversary special done right, watch Forever Red. If you want to see it done wrong, watch Once a Ranger. If you want to see it done beyond horribly wrong, Legendary Battle is for you.
Now that we've wasted all of our energy ranting about Super Megaforce, let's take a look at how we would improve it. First thing is to explain how Gosei knows about certain powers, particularly SPD and RPM. The B Squad Rangers from Power Rangers SPD was active in the year 2025, and the Ranger Operator series were active while in a post-apocalyptic / alternate Earth. Some would say for SPD, their powers were put into the archives because of Haley from Dino Thunder. But that would bring up another problem. Who would have told her about this team? Connor, Ethan, Kira, Trent, and presumably Tommy's memories were wiped at the end of the second team up with the B Squad Rangers in the 35th episode entitled Wormhole. As for the Ranger operators, only Scott appeared in the main Power Rangers continuity in Clash of the Red Rangers. And as my good friend Jess said, I highly doubt Mentor Gene knows how to use a computer. So, how would Gosei know about those teams? Maybe make Gosei an interdimensional being similar to Zordon, or the original idea of Zordon from the unaired Day of the Dumpster pilot episode, which gives him the knowledge of every Ranger team.
And finally, the legendary battle. Make this battle its own episode, perhaps an hour long, where the Rangers try to fight the Armada by themselves without the past Rangers. They get defeated, they begin to lose hope, and that's when the past Rangers show up and tell them to never give up.
There is one more thing I would like to mention about the fight between Troy and Robonite, and I didn't know where to say it.
What is it, Theo?
In the battle between Troy Burrows and the reprogrammed Robonite, Troy goes Super Saiyan.
What?
Yeah, a golden aura surrounds Troy similar to when Goku, or any Saiyan for that matter, goes Super. Apparently Troy's actor Andrew Gray is a huge fan of Dragon Ball. So yeah.
Well then. So that is what went wrong with Super Megaforce. It's really bad.
Close to unwatchable.
With that being said, Power Rangers Super Megaforce is the worst Power Rangers season ever. People say Operation Overdrive is bad.
Face it is.
But at least it tried its best to be the 15th anniversary of Power Rangers. Let's hope Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel is better as a 25th anniversary.
Amen to that. I think we talked about everything, so we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.
And this has been Toku Nation. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, as always, until next time, see ya.
All your money. Give us all your money so we can give you a crappy product. Yeah. Hey, Joseph, Joey, Joshua, John, Johnny. Hey, go money rangers. Give us all your money. Give us all your money so we can get you with content ID.
People know I hate this season? What's going on?
Congratulations, Theodore Hodel. You have been chosen for Super Critic Tyson 2 Electric Boogaloo. Do you accept?
Literally no one asked for it.
You got that right. Seriously, movie critic, nobody asked for it!